I can't see a thing. I don't know if I'm up yet. It's like kind of paused. Maybe I should go over to another window. Oh boy. Let's see. If I am up, I just want to say hello to everyone. I have a few minutes before my session. Today I have my support person kind of starting. We've been training back and forth a little bit. I'm so excited. This is going to be wonderful. And yeah, it looks like the 3D is 3Ding a bit right now with my channel. So let me go over to another window. I am completely frozen. Bear with. Let me see. Let me check with my on my phone. Maybe that's better. So anyway, if you guys are on and you're coming on, say hi while I get up and running. Okay, there we go. Let me mute this. Oh, good. Okay, so this might be a pretty decent way to check. This might be a new way to do this. I actually, okay, now I see everybody. Because also I could say like I could just be reading your comments right here on my phone. Anyway, go figure. How are you guys today? I wanted to share. I was affirming for my clients' success stories so I could make some awesome inspirational videos for you guys. And this morning, I got an amazing email. Oh, hearts. Let me give some hearts. I can't give hearts anymore from my computer. Anyway, I've been up since 4:30 a.m. And the other day, I am going to get to about your specific person feeling what you feel. Don't worry. But I think it was last week. I slept like a baby so solid because I literally visualized Romeo. This is what I did to imagine that he actually sleeps the whole morning so I get a good night's sleep. I got a visual of me waking up, going over to his pen and seeing him just passed out like a little noodle on his back with his little paws stretched out. And he's just knocked out. That I actually woke him up. And wouldn't you know it, after doing that for a couple days, I woke up one morning, it was 7 a.m. I was like, oh my God, yes. I wake up, he's still not awake. And wasn't he passed out on his back? And I'm like, there it is. And then, of course, I didn't persist in that. So this morning, he wakes me up 4:30 in the morning. I can hear his little ears shake. When he shakes his little head, you can hear his little ears flapping and like, so it's like that noise. And I'm like, oh, I may as well just get up and pick him up and give him a bunch of kisses and stuff. So there it is. Anyway, so I woke up and I did my thing this morning. I did my own inner work, whatever I needed to do, what I'm manifesting in my life, getting ready, getting, the support, my support person going. And then I check my email and I see an awesome new success story that just came in. So I'm making a separate video on that. I know it'll inspire a lot of you guys. It is a love confession, so it's wonderful. After months of silence, so just proves that movement is always happening, even when you don't know it. So if you haven't heard back from your person, or if you experience some sort of a negative circumstance, the negative circumstance is just your stuff that you projected onto them. That's all it is. So you can make a decision. Okay. And it takes recognizing that, detaching it from your person, going within. You might need to do a little forgiving and then forgiving yourself. Then allow yourself to get the emotions out of your system, because if you don't, that stuff is toxic for your system and it will manifest into some form of disease, some sort of ailment, something. So you release it, let it go. And then I highly suggest that you do a little revision with like the little 5-year-old version of you that energetically feels like they're being abandoned, feels like they're being rejected, feels like they're not worthy of, not seen, not heard. Let that little part of you feel that they are heard. Give them a voice. Let them say what they have to say to whomever caused the harm, and then let them experience that person catching themselves, stopping themselves, validating their feelings, and imagine that little energetic part of you getting the apology that they needed back then from whomever caused harm. Okay. That's what I highly suggest. That's what I've done. That's what my clients do. And it's my method. It's part of my method. I am going to start kind of I need to create a course with my method so I can really, you know, spread this so more of you guys can enjoy living from a more limitless perspective and understand that if you feel something deeply in your soul, no matter what it is, then that is already done. And what you want already wants you. So I know that the middle part can be very scary. It can be frustrated. It can be hard. But until you make the shift into trusting that your inner world is what creates your outer world, and you stop looking at your imagination as fake, then you might be middling a lot and then causing more distress on yourself, which ultimately might end up with you giving up on your love, which is what I'm here for, to try to stop you, to try to prevent you from doing. Because I love when I can see evidence of people finding their way back to their true love and being able to experience the love that they deserve. It's your birthright to be loved. Okay. So anyway, I actually want to talk about another client that I saw recently. And most of my clients that we do end up talking, most of my clients, I'll get to some of your comments. Most of my clients that I do end up creating the videos, not all, but a lot of them are on the package. And by the way, a lot of people, when they sign up for packages, they want to meet like often all the time. But the truth is, it seems to me that when clients actually do have a little bit of a wait between the sessions, it's like they're forced to be accountable to themselves. And it's almost like that with Neville and Abdullah moment, where like if Neville knew that he can't go to his coach and whine and complain, remember Abdullah slammed the door on him. It's kind of like that in a way. When you are using a coach as a crutch because you feel like you need them to keep you in check, I'm sorry, but to me, it seems that when people know, okay, I'm going to need to learn how to pick myself up and energetically, okay, what would Kim say right now? Literally, all of you guys know at this point, if you've been watching a lot of my videos, what I would suggest that you do in these moments, right? So you have to kind of show up for yourself and you have to get strong. Anyway, most of the success stories that I'm coming on and sharing videos of are with people usually that are on the package. And I have a lot of clients who are on the package that actually have been having movement for a very long time, but they still are slightly in their old story. So it hasn't gone to the next level. But anyway, one of my clients, she just went into such deep, deep, deep trust. And she realized that it was very important not to drain all of her energy of just waking up and making everything all about trying to get her person to make herself feel loved. Because when you do that, you're coming from a place of emptiness. You have to fill up your own cup with love that you have for yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. You have to like get the rest that you need. You have to treat your body well. You have to treat your mind well. You have to do things that make you feel stable and grounded. You have to dive into things that, what things make you unique? What things are you interested in? Dive into these things. Be the best version of yourself. While you're doing these things, you can also be energetically feeling the oneness with your person and imagining during times of the day when you're just living your life, just for moments, what does it feel like for 2 seconds if he, she, they were right behind me, if we were holding hands, if we were shopping grocery store shopping together, if we woke up cuddling, kissing, and giggling and laughing, making plans for the weekend, taking nice trips, just listening to music, windows down, looking at the stars at night, going for a picnic, walking through the woods together. I don't know, anything and everything. Okay. But I also believe that you dominantly, so do the inner work. I do believe in being persistent. I believe in mindset work. I believe in waking up, and as soon as you become aware of thought, making the decision consciously, this is who I am. This is what I trust. And I always tap into the higher and greater God first, number one. That is the number one for me. That's the number one relationship, because when when I am in agreement with, like, we use the word father, we use the word he, him. There is no gender. These are just terms that we use. And I'm not coming at this from a biblical or Christian or any religious perspective at all. But I am 100% grounded in the higher God, because I know that through my life, since I've been manifesting consciously and deliberately since 2005, 2006, I have experienced miracles when I go into 100% faith, trust, and agreement that I know what's in my soul, what's in my heart. If I know that this person, whether it's a friend, whether it's family, whether it's a neighbor, some sort of business associate, when I go into seeing the highest and best of everybody, and I can feel into who they truly are, regardless of the version that I get in the 3D, when I just stay in faith, and when things come up in the 3D that go against the highest and best version of me and them, I want to go right into forgiving myself for any creation of it, take care of my triggers, detach it from the person, and trust that everything that needs to happen is being handled by the highest God, the greater God. Okay, that I am that pushed out into my reality, but everyone in my reality is divine to me, and we are all in this together, so to speak. We're all one, even though it appears that we're separate. But I have proof for myself, and I see through my clients, that when you go into deep trust, everything that you're feeling, everything that you believe that they are feeling, ends up being an experience that you will have. That is the proof that your specific person is feeling everything that you're feeling. My experience with specific person is with my specific person is, when I move, they move. When I'm afraid, they're afraid. When I'm in trust, they're in trust. And it's quick. It's not even quick. It's in the moment, There is no delay. Okay. Stop thinking about thought transmission, because even that, the idea of that is kind of archaic. It's the same. You go into the oneness of it. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about today's success story because I'm going to create a separate video for that. But I did want to talk about another client that inspired me. Maybe I'll do a separate video of her too. But it was very inspirational, because she went from, nothing, crickets, to then increased communication, to then taking the energy and realizing what she was doing and putting it onto herself, not in an egoic or egotistical or narcissistic way, but realizing that it is actually, you have permission. You have permission to put yourself first and to love yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I had to go through this process of, feeling selfish at first when I put myself first, because I naturally want to put others first in front of me. So giving yourself the permission to actually love yourself, cherish yourself, adore yourself, treat yourself like gold, spoil yourself, listen to your soul, do the things that you are inspired to do. And when you're doing it, you're recognizing, I'm doing this because I have to be the number one priority in my reality. Now, when you are actually coming at it from a love for yourself and not the egotistical kind of way, of selfish way of doing it, like it's not all ego based, when you're loving yourself that deeply, when you're loving yourself that deeply, you are actually on an energetic level going to be able to love others in your reality on a deeper level too. And you are also going to allow yourself to be loved, because you will no longer see the life through the negative filters that you've projected. So when the client explained to me that when she started to focus the energy on loving herself, adoring herself, knowing her value, knowing her worth, knowing that she is such a perfect and beautiful specimen of a woman walking this earth, that she was treasuring herself, like literally paying attention to all of the wonderful things about her personality, all of the wonderful ways that she's such an amazing partner, wife, while in separation. And then allowing herself to trust in the highest and best version of her person and doing the inner work and having like the inner conversations, but from a place of power, not from a place of, I'm all alone. Where are you? Why aren't you loving me? It's from a place of power of, I am the wife. I'm grounded in this energy. They are my partner. We're together. Doing it from that energy, then the communication started up again and increased. And then now the other day she had emailed me and she said, wow, last night I had such an amazing dream of me and my SP. I think they were making love. I don't remember because I do get a lot of emails from people, but we can go with that. Like it was just a really beautiful, very deep, meaningful dream. And then she emailed me either later that day or the following day. And she said something like, we literally just had, after 6 months, we literally just had a beautiful FaceTime conversation. So when she was able to get out of the need, out of the lack, out of the fear, out of the doubt, into the trust, after going through forgiving herself, and then prioritizing in a loving and healthy way, getting stable and balanced and grounded, basically getting completely harmonious, then she's able to see her person in the highest and best light, feel safe. There's the key, feeling safe. The energetic walls and barriers have been taken down. So then they are allowed to come in and give the love that you deserve. And then, like, so what ends up happening is sometimes you guys end up with the movement. You get the movement, your old story starts creeping up. You start to get afraid. That's your cue. Because remember, when you're afraid, we're one here. We're one. So what I feel, they feel. If it turns into another separation, then so be it. That's what happens. Okay, time to go back within. That's all. Time to go back within. It's as simple as that. All right. So I love you guys so much. I literally only have 2 minutes to my session, but because I have my awesome and amazing, incredible assistant now, she set up all the Zoom links. She sent out all the Zoom invitations, and she's going to be scheduling. And what an amazing, liberating feeling this is. I'm happy. So anyway, and that gave me the energy to be able to film today and come on and I think have a really good live. So let me see. Let me go up here. I'm just going to say hi very quickly to people. And then if I can answer one question, I will, but it's highly unlikely. So Megan, Iners, JRL, Angel, Natalia, Belikta, JRL. Okay, that's you. Susan, Butterfly Empress, Tammy Lear, Sweetheart, Fred, Sasha, Lay, Angel, Twinkle Stardust, Freckles. Okay, this is the first I'm seeing with a question here. Freckles. Hi, Kim. So when you say they are just projecting us, what means we shouldn't be mad at them, even if they showed up as assholes? Okay. If your person shows up as an asshole, it's because you are believing in that version of them. So they're going to have to prove to you that you're right. You're selecting the version of them who is going to just prove you right. Everyone in your reality is going to prove you right. Okay, Fred? Is it Freckles or Fred? Anyway, do you get that? Okay, heart to heart. Hey, gorgeous. Hello. Sherilyn. Hi, amazing people, amazing Kim. All right. Just about, I have 1 minute left. Butterfly Empress, but recovering slowly and said he misses seeing me. Awesome. That's huge after a breakup. Okay, wonderful. And his health seems to be looking brighter outcome. Any suggestions to bring full and healed in together? You have to heal everything and be fully trusting, stable together in your imagination. Okay, so focus on the end and in the middle here, see him as strong, see him as confident, fully healed, trusting, adoring, stable, secure, reliable, dependable, and committed. By the way, that's what you have to be. Okay. And that you see him that way too. I love you guys so much. I hope that I was of some value today. I trust that I was. If you need me, reach out, schedule an appointment if you want through coreunion.com. Email me a short description, kim@coreunion.com. then schedule the appointment at coreunion.com. I'll get back to you with my next available, or actually my assistant will. And I will talk to you guys very soon. By the way, please affirm down below that you are going to, from now on, have trust and faith that your person feels everything that you feel. If you don't have a chance to say it in the chat, come back to the video later, comment below under it. Please do like, comment, share so we can spread this out to more people.